Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Joseph Curry Show. Is on July the 20th, 2020. And everybody up there wearing a mask at work, that's they are. And we're winning. We're wearing a mask, we're wearing gloves at work. All we have to do is mask. I heard the talking about last Saturday, 2 days ago, that the whole America just launched a John 1940 pass in 2020. And you know, I never know that John Lewis. I don't know him, but John Lewis is a great deal. How business is just concerned. John Lewis is doing great things in the free show. He's doing great things, and that's what he's all about. And just like that, he's a great deal. He was a great deal in costume when he started back in the 80s and talked about cinema and all the way to Governor Alabama. It's just a good thing. But John Lewis, the black African American, he's a good guy, and that's why we love him. We love him so dearly, and we'll miss him dearly. So here's what it's all about. When I can hear something. Wait, well look, everything's going on in here, and it's all about the same. It's just a little bit. But when do we get to see him again? Now the NAACP, that was the beginning of concern. And now thinking about November the 3rd, about the election. Let's check this out. Let's check this out for this one. Now, this is the NAACP. The NAACP got it. He fought harder and longer than anyone in all nations, counting a battle for civil rights and justice. Often called one of the most congratulated portions of the civil rights movement ever produced. John Lewis dedication dedicated his life. John Lewis dedicated his life to protecting human rights, securing civil liberties, and building on what he calls big six leaders of the civil rights movement at the age of 23. He was an author and a keynote speaking at the History March in Washington, D.C., along with Paulson Williams on the Paris Bridge in Selma, Alabama on March 7, 1965. They internationally into March from Salem to Montgomery to demonstrate the need for voting rights in the state. Despite more than 40 arrests, physical attacks, and serious injuries, John Lewis remained in a default advocate or a non-violent present party. John Lewis went on to become an United States congressman and has served as U.S. Representative of Georgia's 5th Congressional District since 1986. Lewis was a member of the Influence House Budget Committee and House Ways and Means Committee. He served on the subscriber on help until his death. Congressman Lewis served as Senior Chief Deputy Democrat Whip and sat in a direct line of succession to the number 2 Democrat leader position in the House. John Lewis is the recipient of the numerous awards, including the Progressist Martin Luther King Jr. Nonviolent Peace Prize. He received the NAACP Screen Medal in 2002 and the NAACP Chairman Award in 2020. If we know everything about our dear friend John Lewis, he wants us to continue the battle full participation in a democratic league that he began long ago with other civil rights icons. On November 3rd, we can and must honor our beloved John Lewis by casting our ballot and ensuring that our vote is counted up and down the ballot. John Lewis was a national treasure and a civil rights hero for the ages. We are deeply saddened by his passing, but profoundly grateful for his immense contributions to justice. He used every walking moment of his 80 years to put this country toward more representative democratically and left behind a remarkable marvel. It is up to us to pick up his mantle and carry on, and we are going to the entire nation to join us, as people are all colors in the streets seeking racial justice, and we're going to that tend to speak louder and stay a little longer to honor the best war for democracy our nation has ever known. The NAACP extends our secular condolences to the family of Congressman Lewis and sing prayers of comfort and strength now and always. Now, founded in 1909 in response to the ongoing violent situation for the advancement of colored people, is the largest and most preeminent civil rights organization in the nation. We have over 2,200 units and branches across the nation, along with well over 2 million activists. Our mission is to secure the politics, educational, social, and economic of rights and all to eliminate race, racist discrimination and ensure the health and well-being of all persons. The NAACP is a C4 organization, continuation or not tax declared, and we have partner C3 organizations and programs. Now, also, the Legal Defense Fund also refund to the NAACP EDF was founded in 1940 as a part of the NAACP, but separated in 1957 our organization and shares our community to equal rights. So now I've been seeing enough. John Lewis is an icon, but his passing, but he passed away, and but his dream will live on forever. Now, did Martin Luther King Jr. live forever? The answer is yes. But let's not forget back in 1968 when they took the life of Martin. We had to live a dream. We had to keep the dream alive. And just like this, when I play that song on Sunday, we'll all be free, Donna Hathaway. And just like Martin Luther King said, I had a dream. And that's what he said, we hold this truth to be self-evident that all men are created equal. And that's what we have to live. That's what we have to stand by. And we have to stand together as one. So I know the history. I really know the history. Yes, let's just let's, let's be honest now. Let's be honest. I've been here for years. I've been learning a lot for years. I learned the history. I watched the history. And all we have to do is require and all we have to do is we always go to church. We go to church every Sunday. We go to church every Sunday and we sing and we listen to the priest, we cry, glory, glory, hallelujah. And that's what we do. That's what they do. That's what people do. That's what we have to live. And yes, John Lewis does we always know. And yes, he's a good control. Michael X. Martin Luther King, there are powerful ones of non-violence and of civil rights. Now, the things they're talking about, and they says, yes, now I have to get concern. November 3rd is a story. It's a story. Republican election. But anyway, they have to vote. They will vote. And like they said, and here's the ABC News needs to pass Voting Rights Act. Carol Bass, that's what she said. And and this week was on the tweet. And it says, Rep. Carol Bass reflects on the legislature of Rep. John Lewis. I think one of the best ways that we could honor him to make sure that the Voting Rights Act passed that is sitting over in the Senate has been for there for over 200 days. I say this again. Carol Bass reflects on Representative Carol Bass reflecting on the legislative Representative pass that is sitting over in the Senate has been there for over 100 over 200 days. Yes, over 200 days. And like Barack Obama had given the mail of John Lewis that they saw on TV. That's what he did. And we marching on. We marching on here, people. Said, yes, we can. Yes, we can, said Barack Obama. So now I'm saying this and I'm saying once and I say it now. It's never too late. I remember I remember history. And I remember Barack Obama when he was elected back in 2008. And Jesse Jackson was there with tears in his eyes. That's what we have to do because we are the dream of America. We're all the dream of America and we'll always stay there. And we're all staying black. I'm Joseph and I'll see you tomorrow.